Hello, YouTube. We are back with some more commentary. I'm joined tonight by my partner in crime, TJ.
It's me, yes.
But we're bringing back here a match with Jorel playing his beloved Royal Knights deck on the left, and Gabe bringing back his yellow vaccine Mastemon build, which should be an interesting matchup. I think, you know, the past couple of matches we've seen in Jorel, there's been a lot of good back and forth, and I think this one also has the potential to be a lot of, like, good dialogue between two players. So it should be an exciting match to watch. But that being said, you know, thank you all for tuning in. For those who are new, welcome to the channel. Hope you like what you see and hope you can keep tuning in. And for those returning, you know, thanks for always showing up and showing your support. We really do appreciate it. So without further ado, let's hop right into the round over here.
Sorry, when you called on me, I was reading my phone. I wasn't. I was on. So I was like, oh yeah. But that should be good. I feel like Royal Knights probably has a pretty good matchup against Masty. I'd have to imagine.
If it can go out fast enough, I mean, it can. Masty really doesn't have much it can do.
Yeah, Masty kind of just needs to play really quick. Which I mean, Gabe is hitting all of the right things.
And just a reminder for those who are kind of tuning in for the first time and watching some of Gabe's matches, he does do a security a little bit reversed, so just keep that in mind. His like top card is actually his bottom. It's like flipped, so just keep that in mind.
His top card's the card closest to him.
Yeah.
But we see pretty good setups from both players. We see like pretty much like the go to turn ones for both players. Yeah. Really. And Gabe instantly, you know, having the Gato. Let's see a little bit of security there.
And then Jorel had his Dynast play, which is always strong for Royal Knights to cycle through and set things up.
Yeah, puts the card in, gain 2 memory because of the Patamon effect and the TK. Can Evo into the BT-14 Lady Devi for 1.
Now, I know, so in the video that I made for Masty and this yellow vaccine sort of build, you know, a lot of people were asking, like, well, you only run, like, I don't know, what is it, like 3, I think, Lady Devis? I don't think it's 4. I think it's 3, and they're like, is that enough? I'm like, honestly, I think it is. I mean, you cycle through your deck and your security enough where you're bound to see one eventually. I get what they're saying in the sense that, like, if you don't see it, then your, like, DNA plays are kind of, like, stuck. But I
mean, because the thing is it's not even about Lady Devis. You need to consider just having your colors. So if you have pretty balanced colors between your purples and your yellows for level 5s, you should be okay. Yeah. Because you can very easily, like, you can make up for it with, like, 1 or 2 Lucamon Chaos modes.
Correct.
But Lady Devi usually, she's not running a super high number in the first place anyways. So.
And then the way I usually play the deck is exactly what Gabe just did here, was to, like, use your early stack to just, like, try to push up, like, an Ophani, get some early aggression going, you know, get some Psycho going too, because more often than not, you are using that Gato to go into Ophani. So when she dies, which eventually she will, by some way or the other, you'll get to spit out the Gato, cycle more, and, like, do your shenanigans that way too. So I just feel like, I think the ratios are fine. It's tight, for sure, but it's fine. But we see Gabe play out a TK, which I think is good, especially early on, just to kind of peek at security again, recover 1, set yourself to 3, which is always high value too for Masty.
And Jorel doing pretty okay with the Genku play, playing the sister to keep turn, tucking card under after playing the Purge. We see Gabe is working a second stack.
He whiffs, unfortunately, on the Geo Gray.
Yeah. Got to put a card back in, though. He does do that. So he should gain 4 memory here total, because he'll gain 2 off the Padas and 2 off the TKs, if he chooses to do something with the TK. I guess that was still the Pada effect, so now he has to do Geograve, which he knows.
So now he's got 8. Whew.
Yep. Or 7, because he was at 2.
Or 7,
or 3, rather.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So pretty good. I mean, that's why I kind of like the vaccine stuff in Masty, because, I mean, like, spitting stuff up to 7, like, honestly, you don't even need Mirai half the time. You know, you can just slam down a level 5 and go ahead and DNA Digivolve.
Yeah, both of his decks are jamming right now.
Looks
he
like
does
he
opt to swing with Ophani.
which does die.
Does decide to block, yeah. Which I think is what he wanted to happen so he could play out the Gato, because I think he wants to make a Masty play this turn, so he was hoping that Jorel would pop that, because I think he's going to go ahead and start evoing up into Angelomon and Lady Devi, because he does have a BT-3 Lady Devi in hand, and he has a BT-11 Angelomon.
Yeah.
So, yep, there's the Lady Devi.
Pitches the Lucy, perfect. That's, like, ideal. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fair, because the stack does have jamming, you might as well just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Goes into it for 3, is able to pick up a Angel, Fallen Angel in traits, so goes out and picks up the Angelomon. We do see another Lucy in the security too, which is nice.
Yeah. Recover one and shuffle it. Security's already getting pretty loaded.
Declares a DNA Digi, goes ahead and plays out a Lucy to pop both bodies, which is good value there.
Shuffle security still, yeah, which is fine. He decides to take a second peek just to make sure. Yeah.
He does gain a memory because Pata is... Or no.
Yeah, he should.
He should, right? Because it's a new stack.
Because he added the card to security to pull it out. So Pata should be seen. And it's a new effect. Or a new stack.
Yeah, go ahead. Swing jamming for a check. It's a Marcus. So next 3 on the Lucy. Plays out a TK. Does TK shenanigans. Chooses to put in a Angemon from BT-14. Gains a memory, so goes back up to 2. Not a bad play there.
Now I think he... So here's the problem is he can't choke Jorel, and Jorel has what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8...
Jorel can make a play
11?
for sure next turn.
So next turn he could Omni if he wanted to. He is reducing by 11 right now.
Yeah.
He does have Omni in hand, I think.
Yeah, he picked it up, I think, turn 1 when he searched off the Dynus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's right there right in the front, which is so she's thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. I feel like I would have done the same. Like, I'm going to have to pay a lot of memory anyway. Just Magna, recover 1.
Magna. Yeah, because at this point, he shouldn't worry about choking. He just needs to...
He just needs to make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah, have as many cards of security so that Jorel can't swing through everything, which I think Jorel is aware.
It's rough not having a rookie in the back for Gabe, but I think he should still be fine. So, any other Royal Knights player, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But with Jorel, we've seen that one tech that he likes to run in his deck, and I'm like, oh god, is he thinking about it? If he has it, which it doesn't look like he has it right now.
No, he doesn't have it right now.
This would be a perfect time for it.
I mean, he could if he has to, if that's an alpha he's about to play. No, it's a leopard.
That's a pretty leopard too.
He's at 5, so he's mapping it out.
He's thinking leopard. About it. I feel like Omni might be... Galen? Okay. Galen's a fair play too. He's able to pop the Magna.
Yeah, because Magna's 6k.
Goes Rush to pop the Mastemon stack off of effect. It hits a TK, which is a bit unfortunate, but not the worst thing in the world. Lucy's still on board, which is fair.
Lucy being 12k puts him right in the sweet spot to ignore.
Yeah.
Down's effect, so it's gotta be less than 6k or 13k or more.
Plays out a Magna to pass turn. Okay. Gabe. Oh god, I didn't even realize. Oh, okay. Ragul.
Does just hard drop the Ragul. Yeah.
So remind me, what's the on play again? You can play out a level 6,
can
right?
Play out, yeah, it's something, and then end of turn DNA.
Okay.
Oh. I have all this Pokemon stuff pulled up. I think he has to. I think you have to Evo something. Hold on, I don't remember exactly. Let me look at.
Because if he hard played it for 12, he could play out a level 6 and I guess go into an Ordean.
Play one purple 6,000 DP or less from your trash, stop paying the cost. Memory cost. If you have one of your security cards, he needs one of your security cards to do the other effect.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the end of his turn. He can DNA. So yeah, so he can't do anything with it right now. Yeah, she's the last effort play. That's why she doesn't really see playing much anymore. Because like you have to basically be losing.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it makes sense because Ordean is meant to be like a counter, right? It's meant to be like a game changer.
But yeah, I feel like that's a rough spot for Gabe because he's like clumped up with a bunch of hot top ends, and then he has the Pata in the back. He can cook next turn if he can live. Which is fair. He could just go ahead and just put in another card to security off of the effect. And if he chooses to tap the TKs, he could. Huh? Oh.
I see. Okay.
Okay. Recover one again. So just like, okay, that's fair.
That, and then end of turn,
yeah.
can DNA into Ordyne, delete both of those, one. And then recover one for each. He recovers 2. And then...
My god. Okay, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. At that point, you just want to make sure you live.
That is a lot of security.
That is a lot of security. Jorel's not going to be able to clear that even if he does Omni.
This just goes to show... I mean, admittedly, Royal Knights is a deck that's kind of a ticking time bomb where it doesn't really do any damage until later.
Mm-hmm.
But it just goes to show how...
All delete, go bye-bye.
Yeah, it doesn't go bye-bye. But this does just go to show how much... How much pressure Masty can provide now with Pata and the TKs. Having jamming with the Chiaro is huge, and Pata being a reliable means of always getting it is awesome. Almost all the top end cards for Masty, I mean, Masty herself will proc Chiaro, so she'll gain jamming, which is big for her because she doesn't really have DP boosting. And with things being so high DP like base now, you need it.
Yeah.
And the deck just becomes a really, really fast, and you have so much more turn recovery because of the TKs.
Yeah, your memory efficiency is just skyrocketed with the yellow vaccine stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think what you said too, right? With the jamming, I mean, you're not necessarily speeding up your own play per se, but before, like, you were afraid to swing with Masty because, like, if she swung and hit a big body, she's dead. And you've basically done your opponent's job for them. But now, like, you have jamming, you swing. If they want to get rid of it, they have to commit that resource to doing that.
Yeah. And you
which also is tempo on your end.
Well, it's nice in general, too, just because you can swing with your level 5 body and then get the extra swing out of Masty after you DNA. So you're way more aggressive just in general.
And then you've got Gabe here going up 5 memory because of the Pata and the 4 TKs. That's just wild. He does draw for the Digi. He goes into an Angelmon. Yeah, that makes more sense. Lady Devi to draw. Pitch 1, picking up a Masty, which is fair, which now allows him to do Masty shenanigans.
So you can DNA again.
Puts a... Okay, yeah. Puts a Devi, plays out a Devi.
Got both his...
Pops the blocker off of the Mastemon effect.
Yeah.
Which is really good. So now he can just, I think he just goes Unga Bunga now. He does do that. He just goes ahead, swings with Ordyne. Genku does have blocker though. So, unless he can get away to get rid of Genku, he doesn't necessarily have game right now. Does go ahead, swings with a Devi. Okay.
This retail. Okay, does go through. Gabe's considering if he wants to swing.
Yeah, he goes to swing. Jorel chooses to block, which is fair.
Yeah. But it lives because it has enough DP to climb over it, thanks to the Magnum Engine heritable. There's a Gato.
The Melga Ace. My man.
Gabe's getting real low on his deck, though. He needs to be careful.
Yeah.
1.
It was unfortunate he didn't have a Hell Scythe, because he could just Hell Scythe the Devi back and just swing for game. Yeah, he does have to be careful. He's down to, what, like 3 or 4 cards left in deck, so he's really got to watch it.
Not much.
Let's pick up an Ofani. Honestly, at this point, I would probably just, like, pop out a Sala or something. And just throw it down, don't draw. Or Chaos and just get rid of it. But
the other issue here, too, right, is that, like...
Jorel's about to...
Jorel's going to do his thing, but I don't think he... I mean, he has to clear board.
He has to clear board,
There's no way for him to...
I think Jorel's best bet right now is to just deck Gabe out.
Yeah, he's really just kind of focused on stalling.
Melga Ace, fair.
Gonna swing, yep, Melga Ace. So pitch 1, 2, and 3.
I see you, Gabe. Throwing in that tech.
Why does that die?
I don't know why that died. Unless he... Oh, no. He swung into it. He swung into it, and then Gabe went into it, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know the like subtlety as to why Jorel swung into it, but yeah, he was able to do that at least.
And then he gains his memory back from deleting it after playing that stuff.
So Jorel can do things, but is it enough? Is the question. Swings into Masty. Masty with retail does cause the Omni to die.
I don't think he has enough.
Okay.
He hasn't.
Leopard.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Leopard gains blocker.
Gabe's down to 1 card left in deck. I mean, at that point, it's like, well, he can't close it out because there's no way for Gabe to, unless he chaoses the Leopard. But then you still have one Magna. Yeah.
That doesn't stop it. Right now, Alpha stopping him from swinging.
And he's got another
and
Magna.
Leopard gives everything blocker for the turn, so it doesn't matter if Leopard goes bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, at that point, I don't know what Gabe can really do.
He would need to have enough cards in hand to somehow... He would have needed a rookie in back. Yeah, basically. Which I don't think he has the ability to. I think there's too much stuff in trash at this point. There's nothing he can really get back.
Yeah, that's well played by Jorel. You know, finding an alternative way to win.
Gabe pulled what I like to call a Ben. Where he over recovered. He overheated on the recovery.
Nah. But I mean, I think that is a good point to bring up, right? I mean, with yellow vaccine, like it's very, very easy to get lost in the sauce of like, ooh, I'm a recover, and then like before you know it, you're like, well, shit.
You don't have a deck.
You don't have a deck.
You recovered more than you could push aggression, so then you're just sort of
And if you're playing against someone who either knows your deck very well, knows how you play, or just is a seasoned player in general, they'll tend to realize that the game plan should not be let me clear security, let me just draw, like help you deck out. And that's the problem that I think that the vaccine sort of base decks can run into, is that if they decide to swap into let's just stall out, you're pretty much stuck because they can easily clear your big stacks, your damage is done, and you run out of gas. Yeah, I think that should be it. I think they're just kind of playing it out, but I think ultimately all Jorel really has to do is like pass turn and have Gabe pass turn one more time. You could just play out Kentaros here, or play out another Alpha. Sure.
Yeah, just another Alpha. I mean, you might as well at that point. Like, Devi can swing, but he still has the Magna blocker. Oh no, playing it the Dynasty pops. Yeah, level 4.
Yeah. So Jorel's like, say go, but I think at this point it's like I don't really know what Gabe can do. What did he do? Yeah, I think at this point it's just sort of a formality. They're probably just like, it looks like they're cracking jokes. So I think they're just plays it out for 7, goes into a Ofani, I guess would recover a non-existent deck. You wouldn't even delete
that because it's not purple source. Yeah. Well,
that's game 1.
That was interesting. Game 1. Okay. How long was that game 1? That game 1 was. I know we're doing 2 times.
Yeah.
But at this point in the video is the 37-minute mark.
Hey man. I'm used to this shit. This is like normal for me whenever I play vaccine.
Oh no.
God. I feel like
what a time to be alive.
I know.
I will say, I'm so happy Yellow has like a deck though, finally. Like Yellow has a comeback. Pata has given so much life back to Yellow, and it's so nice to see people cooking up different strategies and other Yellow decks being able to utilize Pata in cool ways. Because Yellow was definitely a color that was just like
in purgatory for a while.
For people that say Shine Gray is yellow deck, you're fucking capping. You're not. As someone who mains Shine Gray, that is a yellow red deck that is basically just a red deck. All right. The only thing the yellow does, is the DP minus. That's it. And then I guess recovery, technically, in a way, with the Marcuses and the ruin mode. But even then, it doesn't do yellow recovery.
Yeah,
it's weird recovery.
Yeah. We do.
I will say,
yeah.
In terms of combining aspects of colors, I do think that Shine is probably one of the decks that is best combined what two colors do, though, in a way. Between the DP reduction, minor recovery-like features, and then the aggression of red. Mm-hmm. But it's not a yellow deck. It's way more red with how aggressive it is than yellow.
But we see a pretty decent start by both players. We see Gabe do the typical like Pata TK, goes into Drew Gray to unfortunately whiff, if I'm not mistaken, but then is able to play out a Gato, go into Lady Devi. Jorel started off with a Dynus, which is always good for him too. Tucks the Dynus away.
You know what would make Pata Geogray play even more cracked?
Yeah.
If you could put a TK in security off of Pata.
Yeah.
Like after you Evo, draw a card, and then you can put a yellow vaccine or one yellow tamer card into security. Mm-hmm. Oh, we see the All Force.
All Force.
The old gobsmacker.
All Force is so good for that deck too. But we see Gabe play out a Magna to recover one. We see him play out Masty. DNA Digi puts the Pata back in to play out a Angemon. Nothing to delete, unfortunately, but that would just pass turn over. We see Jorel tuck it in. And it's his turn. Oh, god damn it. He's got all... No, is that all? No, that's Odin's. Never mind. Okay. Oh, okay. Omni just popped the stack. That's fair.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, because it also doesn't hurt to have an Omni get tucked into the the Yggdrasil stack, because you can play it out with the other Omni. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
not bad. All right, and then we see Gabe going to a Lady Devi. He's gonna pitch a Devimon to bring back a Masty, which I think is fair.
I'm really interested to see with EX6 the Angel and like Devil support we're supposed to be getting and everything like that. Yada yada.
I'm so excited for.
I'm really curious to see how that's gonna play out with Masty and everything.
I'm so excited. Any sort of Angel support, I will take it. I will gladly take it.
I'll go read. I don't know if we'll finally get Magna Angemon X or whatever. That'd be cool.
Please, Bandai, if you're listening, give it to me.
Jorel's just very, he's got lots of good stall right now with the blockers. And Gabe's definitely not seeing, I think, he's not seeing as hot of an opening as he did game 1.
Yeah. Does go ahead and block with the Magna, which unfortunately pops it. Does show a Gato to recover, which is fair since he's got the Pata waiting in security, or waiting and raising, and then plays a Mirai. So not as like a turbo start, but I mean still like a pretty decent start. I mean he's built up security to a decent amount. He's gotten a few chip damage swings in play too, so
plays Crania for 1 and then plays Purge for effectively 3 because he'll gain 3 memory back. And just tucks an Examon under there, which is a lot of aggression for everything. Goes Gato though off of the Pata effect.
He's got all delete in his hand. Oh no. We see Gabe gain 2 memory going into Gato by putting the Geogray back up.
All the memory in the world.
Goes into Lady Devi once again, pitching a Lucamon, which is perfect setup. Plays out the Magna, recovers to go into Masty again. I'm assuming to put the Lucy back in. He's thinking, but I mean, I would assume Lucy should just come out to pop the Crania, no? Or not? Okay.
Well, it can't be affected by opponent's effects.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I'm trying to remember though. The Lady Devi, does that play it for the cost?
No, but the
Mirai. But he has it back, and then he. No, Mario has to specifically let him play an Angemon, so he wasn't able to do that. So he grabbed back the Magna Ange to hard slam the Angemon.
That motherfucker all deleted.
That's why.
Son of a bitch.
Purge Shalvey. Yeah, I mean it works. I mean because Gabe doesn't have anything in the back, he kind of just has to set up again.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's not
the end of the world. But losing those TKs does hurt.
He's lost a lot of patas too, which has been rough. But the TKs, yeah, TKs are definitely probably the worst thing.
Okay, he's got 2 hits
and the Mirai too.
Yeah, the Mirai going out is rough. To be fair, I mean,
draws 2, pitches 2.
So what do you think? How many Mirais would you run if you were doing this vaccine build?
With how many? I mean, with how Gabe's running it, with probably what 2 BT1 TKs, 4 BT or BT-14 TKs, I would probably run 2 Mirai.
Okay. I run.
Now, admittedly, if I was doing a Masty build, I'd probably run 1 BT1 TK,
really?
2 or 3 Mirai.
Okay.
And then 4 the new TK.
I went the opposite direction. I went, I think, 4 new TK, 3 old TK, and 1 Mirai.
I think the thing with the old TK is he doesn't do anything after he's out. He's just there. Yeah. Outside of serve as a purpose for emissary to function, and in Masty, Mirai does more in terms of netting you memory.
The ability to just drop a body and then DNA for free.
Being able to DNA for free and is reliable, and also especially if you're running Geogray, I think it's more worth it to take advantage of the free Mirais that you can potentially play off of his effect. Because you could feasibly, in a turn, push up Pada Evo into Geogray spit out Mirai, and then Evo into a Lady Devi or an Angelomon, and then play out the opposite, and then go right up into Masty, all on a single turn. For 3 memory. Which you'll gain.
I think I've just been so burned by lack of consistency.
I mean, Mira is terrible if she's in your hand. Having the hard dropper is the worst feeling in the world. So she doesn't do anything like in your hand. So it makes sense. That's just how I would do it personally. Just because I think that the combo values.
We've had some pretty like diverse comments too. So I was just curious what you had to say. Because like some people were like, "Oh yeah, that's totally that makes sense." Some people were like, that seems a little low," and some pretty good discussion there. So I was just curious what you were thinking.
Yeah. Anyways, while we've been chit-chatting about Mirai, Jorel has a fucking full board that can very easily go through that security.
Yeah, with Exa out on board, that's pretty scary.
Yeah,
we see Gabe kind of do a last-ditch play. I mean, that's fair, I guess, to a degree.
He's got to do something.
Yeah,
so you can see security.
Okay.
Just play out Lucy. Pops the... Okay.
Pops 2, which is fair.
Those are the right ones to pop, I think, as well. But then Gabe just calls it there because there's nothing he can do, I guess.
Huh. Interesting end.
I guess. I feel like
he's been cycling through security though, so I think he probably knows what's in there.
I mean, he had a Chaos Degrade in there. I also think that if he would have deleted the Exa off of playing or no, Lucy has to pop.
It's a 6 or below.
Yeah, can't just be anything.
Exa was safe, unfortunately.
Doesn't just delete a Digimon and test.
Yeah, Exa being on board is rough because it does do Exa things.
2 swings. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just kind of hard to get through everything at that point. So it's fair. Yeah. But overall, still a good game.
Yeah, no, well played by both guys. I think we definitely see a little bit of like Gabe getting used to the deck. I think the first time he played this deck on the channel, it was a little rough going just at the beginning of the set. Everybody was learning stuff, but you can definitely see that he's practiced with it, knows it a lot better now, a lot more smoother play from him this time around, and
yeah,
Jorel was doing Jorel things with Royal Knights, so pretty good match. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, this week there will be a couple of things on top of the commentary that you'll be seeing from us. We'll be doing a little bit more discussions on the ban list that probably have dropped by the time you're seeing this video, so be on the lookout for that. And we'll have a couple deck profiles that'll be uploaded towards the middle of the week once I finally get a couple days off. I'll be working on those. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully you guys enjoy what's to come, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.